Sitaram devotees, tonight once more we join in devotion, seeking that divine grace and blessings of Bhagwan into our lives. At this point in time, I ask you to clasp your hands, close your eyes and bow your heads in prayer. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha Om Aim Saraswatye Namaha Om Shri Guravebhyo Namaha Om Atulata Baladamam Himashela Badiham Danujavana Krishanam Jnaninamagraganyam Sakala Guruniranam Vanaranam Adisham Raghupati Priyavaktam Vadajatam Namami Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sagapadanidha paga Gapadhanidha sa Sanidha pa Gapadha pagare Nidha sa. हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मेरी चादर
हार की कैसी, मेरी चादर हार की कैसी।
तूने मुझको जग में भेजा, निर्मल देकर काया, आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको दाग लगाया, जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर कैसे दाग चुराऊं, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन
शर्माऊं, मेरी चादर हार की कैसी, मेरी चादर हार की कैसी।
निर्मल वाणी पाकर
तुझसे नाम न तेरा गाया, नैन मून कर हे परमेश्वर कभी न तुझको ध्याया। मन विना की तारे तूते अब क्या गीत सुनाऊं, मैंने चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैंने चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं।
मेरी चादर और एक कैसी, मेरी चादर और एक कैसी।
इन पैरों से चल कर तेरे मंदिर कभी न आया, जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा तेरी कभी न शीश झुकाया। हे हरिहर में हार कराया, अब क्या हार चराऊं, मैंने चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैंने चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आओ। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे।
राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला, राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला,
राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला।
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला,
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला,
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला,
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला,
गोविंदा गोविंद गोपाला,
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला।
राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला,
राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला।
कृष्णा मधुसूदना, मधुसूदना कृष्णा,
कृष्णा मधुसूदना, मधुसूदना कृष्णा,
कृष्णा मधुसूदना, मधुसूदना कृष्णा,
कृष्णा मधुसूदना, मधुसूदना कृष्णा।
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला,
गोविंद गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
मुरारी गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
ओ जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना
कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना
तुम राम रूप में 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 आना
राधा साथ लेके मुरली हाथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना
कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना
तुम श्याम रूप में 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 आना
राधा साथ लेके मुरली हाथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना
कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना
तुम शिव के रूप में 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 आना
गौरा साथ लेके डमरू हाथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना। कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना।
कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना।
तुम विष्णु रूप में आना,
तुम विष्णु रूप में आना,
तुम विष्णु रूप में आना,
तुम विष्णु रूप में आना।
लक्ष्मी साथ लेके चक्रा हाथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना।
कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना।
तुम गणपति रूप में आना,
तुम गणपति रूप में आना,
तुम गणपति रूप में आना,
तुम गणपति रूप में आना।
रिद्धि साथ लेके सिद्धि साथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना। कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना। कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना। चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना, चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना। बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम।
Devotees, at this point in time, we join as we chant glories of Sri Hanuman Chalisa, after which we will join in extolling the glories, understanding the nectar that is contained within these holy verses.
Shri Guru Charan Saroja Raja Nij Man Mukur Sudai Barano Raghuvar Vimalayasha Jodaya Kupal Chari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harhu Kalesha Vikar.
Let's chant together.
मंगल भवन मंगल हारी रवो सुदशरथ जर बिहारी दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता मंगल भवन
मंगलहारी प्रभु सुरसरत अजर विहारी दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता।
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर
रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा।
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी
कंचन वरण विराज सुभीषण कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा।
हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे
शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन।
विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर।
प्रभु चरित्र सुनबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया।
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा।
भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारी रामचंद्र के काज सवारी।
मंगल भवनय मंगल हारी द्रवहु सुदशरथ अजर बिहारी दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता।
मंगल भवन मंगल हारी द्रवहु सुरसरत अजर विहारी
जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कही सके कहाते।
तुम उपकार सुग्रीवन कीना, राम मिलाए राज बड़ि दीना।
तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर वे सब जग जाना।
युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु।
प्रभु मुद्रिका मिल मुख माहे, जल दिलांग गए अचरज नाहि।
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेति, सुरग्रम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे दीति। मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, प्रभु सुदशरथ अजर विहारी। दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता, दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता।
राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, ओटन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे।
सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरण, तुम रक्षक काहू को धरना।
आपन तेज समारो आपै, तीनों लोक हाकते कापै।
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे।
नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा।
संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे।
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा।
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, प्रभु सुदशरथ अजर विहारी। दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता, दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता।
चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा।
सारु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे।
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता।
राम रसायन तुमरे पास, सदा रहो रघुपति के दाता।
तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे।
अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाहि, जहाँ जन्म हर बात कहाए।
और देवता चित्तन धरे, अनुमत से सर्व सुख करे।
संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीरा। मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, प्रभु सुदशरथ अजर विहारी। दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता, दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता।
जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई।
जो सरवार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई।
जो यहाँ करे हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साकी गौरी सा।
तुलसीदास सराहरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महाधीरा।
पवन तनय संकट हरना, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप।
मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, प्रभु सुदशरथ अजर विहारी। दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता, दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता। मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, प्रभु सुदशरथ अजर विहारी। दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता, दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता। मंगल भवन मंगलहारी, प्रभु सुदशरथ अजर विहारी। दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता, दुख हरता जय जय हनुमंता।
Devotees, as we join here once more this evening, as I said before, today we continue from where we stopped off the last day. We completed the beginning dohas of the Sri Hanuman Chalisa, and at this point in time, we are going to enter into those verses, those beautiful verses, to hear what is contained within there. Now, as I told you before, as you could see for yourself, over a couple of weeks, we have only been able to complete How many verses? How many verses? I said it had 2 dohas in front, right? So it's like about 4 verses if you want to check it like that. Or you can even check it as 2, right? If you're checking 4 lines, however you're checking it basically, right? And you would have seen how much information that alone had in it. So you can only imagine what is to come next. Various parts of the Ramayana is contained all throughout the entire Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Because Hanumanji is mostly known, he is represented in the Ramayana, right? Because he is that Param Bhakt, that greatest devotee of Prabhu Shri Ram. Now, Hanumanji is such a special Bhakt. He is known as Raghupati Priya Bhaktam, I would have mentioned before, meaning that he's the nearest, the dearest, and most loved devotee of Prabhu Shri Ram. Now, due to all of this, if you go to the Ramayana, the Sri Ramcharitamanas, there's an entire Kanda, a section of the Ramcharitamanas that is dedicated specifically to deal with this individual and his advent and all of these different things. The activities that he would perform. It is called Sundarkand. Right? Normally, when you're doing different types of devotion, if you have certain troubles and problems and difficulties in your life, you would be told that you should listen to Sundarkand or you should chant Sundarkand and all of these different things, right? Now, it's a very, very special part of the Ramayana. Why? Because Sundarkand is the 5th Kanda, and Sundar means beautiful, right? Most people would know that. But if you take it a little bit deeper, Sundar, you have Su and you have Andar. Su Andar. That one who is not just beautiful on the outside, but that one who is beautiful and good on the inside. Right? Sundar. So, Sundarkand, we're not getting into Sundarkand itself, but just so you have that knowledge as well. You know, Sundarkand shows the relationship of 2 very special individuals. One is Parameshwar and one is Parambhakta. It shows the relationship between Parameshwar, God of all gods in this form here, that is Prabhu Shri Ram, and it shows his relationship with Parambhakta, his greatest devotee, who is Hanumanji. So that entire 5th Kanda, Sundarkanda, deals with the relationship of Hanumanji and Prabhu Shri Ram. Right? It is said that half of it deals specifically with Hanumanji and then half deals specifically with Prabhu Shri Ram. Nevertheless, why am I giving reference to that? Because it speaks volumes about Hanumanji himself. If you relate back to the Ramayana, you would have heard that Hanumanji was the first envoy, the first ambassador from the entire Vanar Sena, that army of monkeys and bears, right, as given in reference, right? He was the first ambassador of the Lord to go to Lanka to retrieve some news on Sita Devi and to come back and to give that news to Prabhu Shri Ram. When everybody was called upon and everybody was asked, who has the ability to soar over 800 miles of ocean and go into Lanka to retrieve some news on Sita Devi? They are looking everywhere, and some says, I can go, I can make half the distance. Some says, I can make the full distance, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to return. Hanumanji is seated there and he's chanting the name of Prabhu Shri Ram, and then Jamavant, who's one of the ministers of Sugriv, right, that king of the army there. Jamavant, now, while we're on the topic right here, let me just clarify that for you. When Prabhu Shri Ram came upon the face of the earth, that's Lord Vishnu taking incarnation and coming as Prabhu Shri Ram, right? Hanumanji is Lord Shiva incarnated to come and support Prabhu Shri Ram in his Leela. We all know that there's a holy trinity, not so? Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. So if Vishnu and Mahesh is present, then where is Brahma? Do we ask that question? If you did not know, then I'll tell you. So Jamvan, that minister of Sugriv, he was an incarnation or avatar of Brahmaji. So that is where you find the Holy Trinity there, right? So he was that most learned minister, and he reached out and said,
जा हनुमंता कोज कर लंका पता कहाँ सीते आकर बता दे जा हनुमंता.
He says, go, Hanuman, you go and retrieve that news on Sita Devi. You are the one that has the ability. Bal, Buddhi, Vidya. You have Bal, you have the strength, you have the Buddhi, the intellect, the intelligence. You have the Vidya, you have the knowledge, you have every single thing that you need to be able to solve the ocean. Any obstacle that you would encounter, you will be able to deal with it accordingly. Right? Get that news and you'll be able to come back here. Hanumanji went into Lanka, tried to sneak into Lanka. He met with Lankani. Right? He met a lot of obstacles along the way. Maybe one day we could get into that in details. Right? He reached there, the gatekeeper, Lankani, met her. That was a confrontation by itself. Overcoming her there, he went into Lanka, searching for Sita Devi, and he can't find Sita Devi anywhere. Until eventually he meets the younger brother of Ravana by the name of Vibhishan, and here he makes a connection with a devotee of the Lord. He leaves all the way from where they were on the seashore. He goes there by the Kishkinda forest, coming there all the way to Lanka, and he goes there in the abode of Rakshasas, and he finds a devotee of the Lord. When Hanumanji goes, Hanumanji doesn't just run into Lanka, oh, everybody's demon, I should beat up everybody from our side. Right? I should attack everybody. No. I should just remove everybody. No. Hanumanji is a very intelligent fella. And he always thinks before he acts. And this is a very, very valid point. That's the point that I'm getting to. In life, do we just act or do we think before we act? That is something that I want you to understand. Before you take action, do you put thorough thought into that? Do you take your time and analyze and interpret the situation and say, okay, I am now going to perform this action consciously? Or do you just react? You can act or you can react. That is very, very important. A lot of people do not act, they react. What do I mean by that? They react based on the situation that is presenting itself. When Hanumanji was about to meet Vibhishan there, Hanumanji saw a building while he was searching. He went into the palace of Ravana. All sorts of things came out. Everybody was sleeping. Ain't find nothing. When he came out, he saw a building separated from the rest. And there, that building was looking like an ashram, a shrine. He saw the symbols of Prabhu Shri Ram painted on the wall there, the bow and the arrow and all of these different things. He saw tulsi plants around the building. He eventually investigated and saw that there was a devotee of the Lord that was so far away from where they were, and on top of that, he is living in the middle of all the Rakshasas. Vibhishan shows us, yes, we are referring to Hanumanji, but Vibhishan shows us something very important. It is said in life, you must not allow your situation or your circumstances to determine who you become in life, right? Don't allow it to determine. You need to create the environment that you want in life. Wherever Hanumanji would have gone, he would have had Prabhu Shri Ram with him. Did he need the physical Prabhu Shri Ram? Did he need the physical Lord wherever he went? No. He enshrined the Lord in his heart before he left. He knows that Prabhu Shri Ram is here. He knows that God is here. He doesn't need him physically there. And every single obstacle that came in front of him, he was able to overcome. Yeah? Without a doubt. Hanumanji burned down Lanka by mistake. That wasn't even the plan. That is the power and the might of an envoy of the Lord. Imagine how powerful the Lord himself is. When I say he burned down Lanka by mistake, that wasn't what he was sent for. When Hanumanji came back, he was hiding and all sorts of things for a little bit, for things to cool down before you go bigger. How can I tell Bhagwan? I went there, I went to get news on Sita Devi, I burned down Lanka. You know? But what led to Lanka being burned down? The individuals in Lanka, the Rakshasas, they were teasing Hanumanji and all sorts of things. Right? And Ravana wanted to actually kill Hanumanji. That was his instructions. But Vibhishan stopped him. And Vibhishan said it is not wise to attack the messenger. Right? It is not wise to attack the messenger. So, nevertheless, Ravana said, well, you tie up his tail, wrap it with cloth, and take all the oil and ghee and everything that we have, wrap it, light is the fire. Because you know why? Monkeys like their tail. Likes their tail. So you remove his tail, he will learn his lesson. He will run back to his master and he will come, and they will come, right? He will carry the message that I want to send. Again, looking at the physical form, we come back to the beauty that is contained within Hanumanji. This is somebody that you should idolize. It's somebody that you should try to be like, try to become like. We all have idols in this world. Anybody that says that they don't worship an idol, it's a lie. You know why? Because people have mentors. A mentor is an idol. Let them know. If you have a coach, you have a guru, you have somebody that you look up to, that you want to become like, that is an idol. You are idolizing that person. Said, do not worship idols. Hypocrisy. You understand? So, Hanumanji had Bhagwan inside. So even though they tied his tail and all sorts of things, when Ravana instructed, I'm just trying to show you the might, the power, the glory of Hanumanji, right? When Ravana instructed, wrap his tail, use everything, they had to use all the cloth and oil and ghee and everything that was contained in Lanka. That's how long Hanumanji's tail grew. It started to grow and grow and grow, and they wrapped and wrapped and wrapped until they ran out. No more oil and ghee and nothing. No cloth, nothing to wrap his tail anymore. While that was being done, if your tail was being lit on fire, what would you do? You'd be jumping up and down and running and, oh my God, help me, save me. Hear what Hanumanji is saying. This is the difference of a true bhakt, a true devotee. Hanumanji is there and he says, I think today, he smiles and he says, I think today that Saraswati Mata sat on the tongue of Ravana. Saraswati Mata sat on the tongue of Ravana and made him make this, give this instruction. That is what Hanumanji said. He is not complaining. He has no fear. He has no doubt. He has no worry. In life, we worry even before the problem happens. We worry before the problem happens. Nothing happened yet, eh? But we are worried and we are afraid and we have anxiety and we are living our entire lives in fear. You can never get anywhere. The beginning of Hanuman Chalisa says, Jai Hanuman Gyan Guna Sagar. You are worshipping an individual like this, a being that is beyond. Jai Hanuman, victory to Hanuman, Gyan Guna Sagar. That one who is the ocean of Gyan, which is knowledge, and Guna, which is virtues. He contains all of the virtues. He's the ocean, rather. Not just contains. He's the ocean of the virtues and knowledge and all of these things. Victory to that individual. Glory to him. That's why Baba says, say Jai, and when you say it loud and say it with power. You know why? When you are chanting and you are glorifying, you are respecting a being that crossed 800 miles of ocean, that encountered mighty Rakshasas that were no match for him. One after the next, he threw them aside. When they started to attack him, poor Hanumanji, feeling hungry, he went to near Shok Vatika after meeting Sita Devi. He went to eat little fruits and these fellas come there. Who tell a touch Hanumanji? Poor fella on a little mission. He just gone to meet and look for Sita Devi. All they want to come and interfere. You are looking for that. That is their own karma. Not so? They look for that. They went to harass the poor fella. You know? He's just looking. He says, Ma, I'm seeing the sweet fruits there. I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything. I said, only after I saw you and got darshan of you, I accomplished this mission. Then I will eat anything. Now I have seen you, I can go and eat now. Poor fella trying to eat. Now all his Rakshas want to attack him and all kind of thing. He overthrew one after the next, even Meghnad. Meghnad, that valiant, powerful warrior who's known as Indrajit, that one who got victory over the king of heavens. He even conquered Indradevta. That's how powerful Meghnad was. Meghnad was eventually able to capture Hanumanji. He was the one that captured Hanumanji, right? Meghnad is the elder son of Ravana, right? Why? Not just because he was a powerful warrior. Hanumanji knocked he left, right, and center. Right? Uproot a tree and removed him from his chariot in one blow. Right? It is instead when the two of them rushed to each other to battle, it was like the king of elephants. That is exactly how it is described in the Sri Ramcharitamanas, right? It was like the king of elephants gnashing together, like they were clashing and they were fighting. That's how powerful it was described as. So Meghnad was a valiant warrior, but how was he able to capture Hanumanji? Hanumanji can't be captured. Hanumanji gave in. Why? Because Meghnad mounted upon his bow the Brahmastra. That weapon that is given by Brahmaji. And when Hanumanji saw that, Hanumanji put his hands together and he said, you know, I can overcome this, but if I overcome this, then nobody will worship Brahmaji again. So I have to respect it for the sake of respect. Hanumanji puts his hands together and he allows himself to be captured. This is the being that we are glorifying. This is the being that you are worshipping. This is the being that I idolize. And I try to, if I can be just a little bit of what he is, not was, because he's present. If I can be just a little bit of that, that is a great accomplishment. That is what you should strive to attain. Through this entire Hanuman Chalisa, you should understand these principles and understand that you must apply some of these qualities within yourself. Maybe you might not be a valiant warrior, that's okay, right? You can be a valiant warrior towards the negativity. How so? Your mind is so powerful that you may not even understand. Start getting rid of the negative thoughts. You become a warrior. You become valiant. You are eliminating the negative thoughts. Do you know how powerful you have to be to do these things? It sounds like a simple task. Everybody has the opportunity and the ability, but who takes that opportunity? So this individual that we are worshipping, that's just a little scenario as we speak about the glory of Hanuman. Jai Hanuman, Jnana Guna Sagar. Right? Now, when talking about Hanumanji, how did he get the name Hanuman? That name was not given at birth, eh? That name was not given at birth. He got that name after a little story that we all know, or you may have heard before. And that story is where, at one point in time, his mother would have put him to lie down, and she went to do something. And Hanumanji, as he's looking there as a little boy, he's lying and he's looking up. He's seeing this thing in the sky, and it is looking like a fruit. I watch everything just like that. I eat everything from a side, left, right, and center. Same thing. So I tell you, I am idolizing Hanumanji, right? So I'm trying to be just like him. So we have to take all the qualities now. Right? So I'm looking. And he looks. And when he looks at his son, he sees, as a little boy, he sees a beautiful fruit in the sky there. In some cases, now there are many different versions of Ramayana. There are various kathas that you would hear in different tales, right? Some places they say that he saw a sweet and all of these different things, right? We'll go with the fruit for this case here. He saw this fruit in the sky. What is he looking at? He's looking at the sun. He sees this thing and it looks so beautiful. He says, oh, I'm so hungry. I want to go and eat this now. It looks beautiful. Right? And Hanumanji flies up into the air and he's heading towards the sun to swallow it. As he's going towards the sun to swallow it, Surya Devta seen Hanumanji coming. Surya Devta know what to do now. Jai Bhagwan. This could be my end for all I know. Right? Hanumanji is coming, son of the wind. Right? He's coming. The Devtas in the heavenly regions are looking, right, in amazement. And Indra Devta, the king of the heavenly regions, he sees this little boy flying up there now, who's Hanumanji, going towards the sun to swallow it. Seeing that, he takes his weapon, and his weapon is called the Vajra. Right? Now, you'll hear a little bit more about that later on. That's why Hanumanji is called Bajrangbali and all these different things, right? So, the Vajra is a thunderbolt, right? So, that was the weapon that he struck Hanumanji with. So, he took that weapon and he sent it out, and that weapon struck Hanumanji on his cheek. It hit him on his cheek. And Hanumanji fell on his jaw here. And Hanumanji fell. Falling there, now his mother starts to cry because she's seeing what is happening. Now everybody knows what is happening at this point in time. She's very sad and her son is laying there. She doesn't know what has happened and if he is lifeless or what is happening. She's not seeing him moving, nothing at all. Vayu Devta comes, his spiritual father there, the wind god comes and sees what is happening there. And now he gets angry because who has brought this harm to my son? He sucks out the air from the entire creation. All the wind. So that means oxygen, everything gone. Nothing can move anymore. Nothing is moving. Everything is still and there's no air. Everything now starts to die. Destruction is about to happen upon the face of the earth here. He says, unless my son comes out of that state, he's awakened and he's blessed, right, with various boons and all of these different things, I will not return the air to the creation. So all of the devatas now came and they started to bless Hanumanji with various types of boons. That's where Hanumanji got all of his different powers and all of his different abilities and all of these different kind of things. And he regained consciousness at that point in time. But when Hanumanji, the point I'm getting at is when Hanumanji was struck with a thunderbolt, he was hit on his jaw. And his jaw was broken. So that's why when you look at Hanumanji, right, he has, it looks like if his face is a little bit swollen. Hanuman, Hanu means jaw. So Hanuman, the one with the broken jaw. So that is where he got that name from. Right? So the next time you're referring to Hanumanji, you'll understand that that is where that name came from. Now, when you think about Hanuman as well, it means something else. Right? Hanuman is that one who is devoid, who has overcome the ego. All of the pride and all of these different things. That symbolization of the broken jaw represents that one who has lost all pride, has no pride in himself anymore. When I say pride, false pride I'm talking about. Thinking that he's better than everybody and more powerful than everybody and he's the greatest and nobody else good and nothing like that. Hanumanji didn't even have an ounce of that. So basically when Indra Devta struck him, he removed the pride from within that boy there. Yeah? Bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai. So basically Hanumanji, he symbolizes also Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. He's the very embodiment of faith. That is something very, very important I want you to understand. As I said, when he went into Lanka and Hanumanji stood there, his faith was unwavering. In life, we have faith sometimes, but our faith shaky like this. It's shaky, shaky, right? The moment something starts to go wrong in our life, we give up. Yeah? We give up. Oh, I can't do this again. Oh, I gone temple so much time and nothing ain't happened. I ain't move up in life. I didn't get what I want. And you give up. And you give up. Yeah? You want to be healthy. You ever change your diet one day and get healthy automatically? You ever gone to the gym one day and get the physique you want? No, it takes consistent effort. If you're brushing your teeth, brush your teeth one day for the week now. No, it takes a lot more than that, right? So faith is something you have to also give it time. Even though you are working hard towards something, you believe that it is going to happen. Yes, it will happen. It is said that everything happens at an appointed time. Nothing will come to you before its time. It doesn't mean that you will sit and wait and say, God, well, I'll sit down and wait now. I have faith. Let it fall into my lap now. No, it doesn't work like that, right? You have to work towards it. But you have to believe that when the time is right, This thing that I'm believing for, it is going to show up in front of me. Believe that God is with you. You have an accident happens to you. You have some situation that transpires in your life. Do not look at the glass half empty, but look at it half full. Thank God that you have life. Thank God that you are taken care of. Thank God that it was not something worse, right? Many things happen to us on a daily basis. People leave from your life. Thank you, Lord, for removing the negativity. He's helping you and you don't even know it, but attachment in this world. You lose something and you get worried and you get afraid and you get confused and you start complaining. Not realizing that He was taking care of you because He was seeing the consequence of what that thing would bring to you. I don't know what the consequence may be, but whatever it is, I want you to think about that. So whenever anything happens in your life, know that it's happening for a reason. Nothing in your life happens for a bad reason. Eh? So you have to stop saying, well, maybe it happened for a good reason. It don't have anything like maybe it happened for a good reason. Everything that happens for a reason. If you don't know that, you know that now. Every single thing. Nothing happens by guess in this world. Nothing. If I move from here to there, it happened for a reason. Yeah. If you go to the mandir, something happens, so that happens for a reason. You choose to not go to the mandir, that happens for a reason as well. You might say, well, I am just making these decisions consciously. Yes. But at the same time, there is a power inside of you that is guiding your every move. You can choose to be in alignment with that power or not. That is the God voice. The little voice is behind inside of you. When you're going to do something and you know it's something wrong, and the voice telling you, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And you're still going to do it anyways. Right? That is your conscience. That is the God voice that is speaking inside of you. So, Jai Hanuman Gyan Gunasagar, Jai Kapish, Tihu Loka Ujagar. Jai Kapish. Kapi really means monkey if you take it in its literal sense, right? But we'll break down that tonight because I want you to really understand this concept of the monkey. I told you before that the monkey represents the mind. Swami Sri Satya Sai Baba had a very, very beautiful saying when it comes to the mind and the monkey. He said this mind, it's like a monkey. He said it's not just like a monkey. It's like a mad monkey. But you know what? It's not just like a mad monkey. It's like a drunken mad monkey. But you know what? It's not just like a drunken mad monkey. It's like a drunken mad monkey that was bitten by a scorpion. I want you to put that into context. It says that is how the mind is. You are here right now, consciously thinking of satsang, and all of a sudden your thought strays, your mind strays, and it jumps to another thought. You are thinking about what is going on with this friend, and I have to go to work tomorrow, or what I eaten in the morning, and all of a sudden your mind is chanchal. It is jumping from thought to thought to thought. Right? In some places they say on average we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. Yeah? Different places, different numbers, different figures are quoted. The majority of those are unconscious thoughts, things like that naturally happen regularly, like you breathing, blinking your eye and all of those things. Those things happen, right? Those are not things you have to think about all the time. It happens unconsciously, right? But think about that. You have so many thoughts on a daily basis. How many different things are you thinking about? So, when we refer to Hanumanji as Kapishan, here now we are saying Kapi. That is what we are talking about. Ka means joy. But it refers to the joy that is derived from spiritual illumination. And P means to drink, basically. Right? So, drinking, right? Drinking of this spiritual illumination that will bring you joy in your life. Satsang. That is what satsang is. That's why it is said when the name of Prabhu Shri Ram is chanted, Ramayana is sung, Hanumanji makes himself present. Why? Because he wants to dip in that ocean. He wants to listen. Why is it called Ramcharitmanas, that ocean of the nectar of the Lord? Because you are supposed to take a dip and you're supposed to drink of that nectar. So when we say Kapi, the next time you refer to that and we say Jai Kapisha, Jai Jai Kapisha, Jai Jai Kapisha Hanumanta. We're not saying victory to the monkey, right? Or the monkey king. Kapisha refers to that one who's the monkey king, right? We are saying victory to that one who has now become the king, through which he has drunk that spiritual illumination, which has allowed him to bring this mind under control. To bring this mind under control. So that is what Hanumanji is teaching us. If you live your life and you apply some of the things, some of the qualities that he has, it will help you to bring this mad, drunken monkey mind that is bitten by a scorpion a little bit under control, and you'll be able to focus it. How do you do that? By taking a little bit of time for yourself every single day. And what do I mean by that? If I ask the question and I say, do you spend time with yourself? Many people might say, but of course. Spending time with yourself, it doesn't mean sitting with a phone. It doesn't mean sitting in front of the television. It doesn't mean sitting with a plate of food. That is not spending time for yourself. Sleeping has not spending time for yourself. Because sometimes we sleep, but you're not even sure what state of sleep you're in, or what state your brain is in and your mind when you are actually asleep. That's something for you to think about. Right? So, you want to be able to get this under control and you want to get focus here with the mind. What do? You take some time for yourself. Let me explain it. As you go further down and you hear about the breath and the life force and all of these things that Hanumanji represents, the prana within you, you'll be able to understand a little more deeper, but I'll give you the surface of it, right? The basics. Basically, you just want to sit, whether you're sitting on a chair or wherever you are, you close your eyes and you relax. Take 2 minutes. And don't say you don't have time. That's a lie. Everybody has time. But we use the time to prioritize the things that we think are important to us in life. We all have time. If you can make time for everything else, you can make time for yourself, not so? Yourself is very important. Close your eyes and you just sit and you just relax and you just bask in the glorious experience of what the universe, what the multiverse has to offer to you. And you just breathe. And focus on the breath while you're breathing. All these saints and sages and highly enlightened beings, that is what they focus on, their breathing. Because they understand that the one thing that remains with you from birth until death is your breath. A lot of people don't think about that. That's the one thing that remains with you, your breath. There are 5 vital airs in your body. I'll not get into it immediately. As I said, later on, we'll get into that there, right? But I want you to start doing that for yourself. Make a conscious decision. From today, I'm going to take at least 2 minutes to sit and close my eyes, where there's no noise, there's no one around me, and I'll just breathe and bask in this glorious experience. Wherever I am, sometimes I just feel like it, I just go into that state. After a while of practice, it will come to you naturally. You will relax and you will see you will be able to zone out for yourself. And after a while, you will be able to actually take your awareness and move it to where you want it to be. You'll be able to start focusing on the things that you want. You'll become better and better at it. Obviously, it is said that practice makes habit, right? Not really perfect, but it makes habit. The more you do it, the better you become. So, Jai Hanuman Gyan Gunasagar, Jai Kapisha Tihu Loka Ujagar, that one who brings illumination to the 3 worlds. Such a powerful divine being, devotees. Ramadut Atulita Baladhama, Anjani Putra Pavanasutanama. Ramadut, the servant of Prabhu Shri Ram. And I don't want to go further into that there because that has a lot of information that I want to share with you and take my time and go through, and I don't want to have to actually cut it, right? So we come back to the point here for tonight where we have understood who Hanumanji is, the power of Hanumanji. He's Ekadas Rudra, the 11th incarnation of Lord Shiva. It is said when Prabhu Shri Ram was leaving the face of the earth and going back to his abode and all of these different things, to his original form, giving up the physical body, Hanumanji was told to stay upon the face of the earth. For as long as life would exist, as long as the sun would shine, Hanumanji was told to reside upon the face of the earth. And Prabhu Shri Ram said, anybody that worships me, Hanumanji, they would receive your blessings also. And anybody that worships you will automatically receive my blessings. So where is Hanuman, devotees? We might search now, we might go in the Murti and we might go home and look for him. We might go in and look in a book for him or go on an incense pack and look for him. Where is Hanuman? As I always say, मोको कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास रे मोको कहाँ ढूंढ रे बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास रे. Why are you looking for me? Here, there and everywhere. मैं तो तेरे पास रे. I am with you only, all the time. महलों में नहीं, not in the palace. कुटियों में नहीं, not in the shack. मंदिर में नहीं. Oh, baap re, when you hear this one, you might come in the mandir and think now. Says, I'm not in the mandir. Think about this for a second. If nobody goes to the mandir is a place of worship, but if nobody goes, we don't chant mantras, we don't glorify the name of Bhagwan, would we be able to lift the spark, the energy and the vibration in that environment? No. It becomes a regular place. It only becomes a significant place, a holy place, because we put that vibration, we put that energy, we put that devotion, that faith into that environment. We lift the vibration that is present in every particle that makes up what we call the mandir, the murti, the lingams and all of these different things. We lift the vibration that is contained within there when we chant the mantras and we put the faith and the devotion and all of that. It's not that God wasn't there already. Yes, He was already there in the form of energy. But we lifted that energy. We brought it out. The same thing, what I'm trying to tell to you, you can do for yourselves in your homes. You can lift that vibration in your homes. You can lift that vibration in your life. And the most important place is for you to lift it within yourself. Because God is already here. Stop looking for God aimlessly all over the place. Our goal, the main goal of life, I spoke previously about 4 goals in life, right? The Purusharthas, or the 4 fruits of life. The main one is salvation or self-realization. What is self-realization, devotees? It's in the words itself there. Self-realization. We want salvation, but we are looking for salvation on the outside. Salvation, you will never find it on the outside. Salvation is on the inside. Self-realization. What does that mean? Not the self that you are seeing in the mirror every day. That is the body. Self-realization means realizing your true self. Understanding your God self. Understanding that you are a spark of divinity. Hanumanji and Prabhu Shri Ram had a conversation one time. And Prabhu Shri Ram asked Hanumanji, he said, Hanuman, what is the difference between you and I? What is this relationship that we share? How do you define this? Hanumanji smiles and he says, Prabhu, if you are asking in relation to the body, then I am your bhakta, I am your devotee. But if you are asking in relation to my reality, then we are one and the same. There is no difference. Swami Sri Satya Sai Baba came upon the face of the earth, and he himself, being a realized being, he would have told us many times. He says, if you ask, Baba, are you God? Yes, I am, but so are you. Many of us go throughout our lives and we never realize this and we never understand that. The day that you start understanding this, your life will start to change. It will take a different course, devotees. I want you to pay close attention rather. Take this into consideration tonight. Pay close attention to this. Analyze it, understand it, keep it in your mind, and every single day remind yourself, Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. I am that absolute reality expressing itself in human form. That comes from the Vedas. It's not made up, it's reality. It is written everywhere. God needs to have an experience, creates dualities in the world. You have good and bad, positive and negative, wet and dry, hot and cold, tall and short. Right? And all the other dualities that you can think about in this world. These things were brought into manifestation. And then he expresses himself through each and every one of us. So that each one of us now has a different experience, but it is still God who is having the experience. Using these bodies, this body that I have here, and your bodies as well. I know that's a little bit deep, but I want you to process that. I want you to take that into your minds, take that into your hearts. Right? So, Jai Hanuman Gyana Gunasagar, Jai Kapisha Tihu Lok Ojagar. Bring that illumination from within. It's on the inside. Hanumanji would have teared open his chest at one point. चीर के चाहती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम. And he would have shown to the world, God is in my heart. But I'll tell you something. If I told you in the beginning of this satsang that Hanumanji has no pride, right? Then why would he tear his chest open to prove anything to anybody? He wasn't proving anything to anybody, you know. And that's the point that a lot of people miss. Hanumanji simply teared his chest open to show to all of us that while we are looking for a physical God and we are searching and we are worshipping and we are so excited about all the material things upon the face of the earth, God is residing right here within our hearts. That's all he was doing. He was just trying to show us that point. And we always miss the point that is there right in front of us. He was just trying to show us, God is not only in my heart, God is in all of your heart.
महाबली के महाबली के महाबली के महाबली के बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली के बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की
महाबली के महाबली के
महाबली की महाबली की
महाबली के महाबली के
महाबली की महाबली की
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की
केसरी नंदन बलधारी की मारुति नंदन उपकारी की आओ करे सेवा आज पवन सुत महाबली की आओ करे सेवा आज पवन सुत महाबली की महाबली की महाबली की
महाबली की महाबली की
महाबली की महाबली की
महाबली की महाबली की
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की
अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के निष्करो पूजन दर पे आके आओ शरण शुभ शाम पवन सुत महाबली की आओ शरण शुभ शाम पवन सुत महाबली की, महाबली की, महाबली की,
महाबली की, महाबली की,
महाबली की, महाबली की,
महाबली की, महाबली की।
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की।
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की।
संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे, संकट उसके पास न आवे। महिमा गाए दिन रात पवन सुत महाबली की, महिमा गाए दिन रात पवन सुत महाबली की, महाबली की, महाबली की,
महाबली की, महाबली की,
महाबली की, महाबली की।
महाबली की, महाबली की।
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की।
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की।
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की।
बोलो पवन पुरुष हनुमान की जय।
अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां। अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
श्री अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी, श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी आनंद रूपिणी पालय मां। हे आनंद रूपिणी पालय मां। अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी, श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी चामुंडी माता काली अम्मा। हे चामुंडी माता काली अम्मा। अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी, श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी पालय मां। हे अखिलांडेश्वरी पालय मां। अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी, श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी दुर्गति नाशिनी काली अम्मा। हे दुर्गति नाशिनी काली अम्मा। अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी, श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी त्रिलोकपालिनी पालय मां। हे त्रिलोकपालिनी पालय मां। बोलो अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
हे अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां हे आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां बोलो अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां हे आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां हे आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां हे आदि पराशक्ति पालय मां.
So at this point in time, devotees make preparation now as we join in our final arati this evening. Please, khara ho jaye, stand. We wave the sacred line now as we seek the divine grace and blessings of Bhagwan, asking for Bhagwan to dispel the darkness from within and around us. Om Yanakanj Papani Janmatakratayn Jatani Tani Vinashanti Prakshna Pare Pare Deepam Darishyami Sajam Chavati Sanukta Mahna Yujatam Maya Deepam Grana Devasya Trilokyam Timira Apaham Deepam Darishyami.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om.
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 Krishna 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 Jai Radha Krishna.
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 Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Govinda Govinda Bhaju Radhe Govinda, Gopala Gopala Bhaju Krishna Mukunda.
Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om.
Om
कृष्णा 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 जय राधा कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा जय राधा कृष्णा
हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम
हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम
गोविंद गोविंद भजु राधे गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल भजु कृष्ण मुकुंद
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल भज कृष्ण मुकुंद
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम
कृष्णा 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 जय राधा कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा जय राधा कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा जय राधा कृष्णा 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 जय राधा कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम.
At this point in time, devotees, we clasp our hands, close our eyes, bow our heads and pray as we thank Bhagwan for blessing us with this most wonderful opportunity to join in devotions this evening. We pray for blessings for ourselves, for our mandir, our families, our home, our village, our country, and the world at large.
Om mantrahinam
प्रियाहीनं
bhaktihinam
जगदनं
yat pujitam
मया देवा
paripurnam
तरस्तु मे
kayena vacha
मनसेन्द्रियेण वा
buddhyatmana va
प्रकृति स्वभावं
karomi yadyat
सकलं परस्मै
narayanaiti
समर्पयामि
tvameva mata
स्वपिता त्वमेव
tvameva bandhush
शिष्का त्वमेव
tvameva vidya
द्रविणं त्वमेव
tvameva sarvam
मम देवदेव
अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायण कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरे श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं भजे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम.
With faith, with love and devotion, we lift our voices, devotees, as we chant Vikshi to Bhagwan. Bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai, Pawnapatra Hanuman ki jai, Shri Adi Shakti Chakramma Mata ki jai, Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai, Har Nama Parvati Pataye, Har Har Mahadev. Jai